And like I said, as soon as I open this chat up, I'm going to get bombarded with Josh Gordon questions. So give me some time to work through that.
Okay.
Get right, guy. I'm going to share this out. Yeah, I heard about the Josh Gordon stuff. Yeah. Um. So as I understand it, he had a setback in his rehab, and as such cannot play, and that is unfortunate. Right, guy? I don't even know what King City, Oregon is. I've never even been to Oregon. How would I make that comparison, dude? I don't even know what King City, Oregon is.
Neither do I. All right, let's see here. Wait, who's Ryan Martin in the Discord?
That's Ryguy.
Oh. Because he said, not going to lie, I think the Niners might get Wentz. And I'm sitting here like, are you completely insane? Carson Wentz is going to retire a Philadelphia Eagle.
Well, no, no,
They'll
no, no,
have
no,
his...
no, no. He requested a trade.
Oh.
Is the thing. He does not want to be there anymore because the Eagles have decided to start Jalen Hurts instead, and yeah.
Okay, never mind then. I know Carson Wentz has injury problems, but I still believe in Harvey Wentz.
I
Especially
used to
since he
really.
got a ring, just like I told Turds he would. Jared Goff, a complete bust in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be
Introverted.
honest.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's be honest. It's all a moot point because no one's better than Tua. No
Very
one ever
true.
will be.
Introverted. Josh Gordon had a setback in his rehab, so the league is not allowing him to play. And yeah, people try to tell me weed is not addictive, and then I see shit like this. So yeah,
Yeah, it's one of those things like physically it doesn't create a chemical dependency that your body needs in order to survive kind of shit.
mm-hmm.
But psychological addiction is 100% a thing, you know? And that's exactly what people who are addicted to weed have is the psychological addiction. Because, like you said, this guy is literally preventing his need to continue anesthetizing himself with marijuana to prevent him from having $1 million career. This guy would have no problem making 8 figures every year.
Yeah.
And yet, here he is completely ruining his ability to do that because of his addiction to weed. Like, how is that even a problem? Is because the guy, he can't help himself. He doesn't have a physical chemical dependency on this shit. He has a mental hang up where he thinks he needs it in order to keep going.
Right.
That's what I try to tell people, you know.
Exactly. I I don't know. I can't relate because I've never even smoked weed, much less been addicted to or dependent on it. It's tough for me to have a lot of sympathy for a guy who could make tens of millions of dollars a year, literally a year, and decided, nah, I'd rather just smoke this plant.
Yeah, because like my perspective on it is, at the end of the day, I don't care what people do. It's just a plant, if you want to do that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at people who do things like Josh Gordon as being massive degenerates in terms of like, how could you let a plant control your life like that?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Now, yeah, okay, chaotic cone. That's a perfectly valid argument. There are people in the NFL who are allowed to play who are much worse people than Pothead is. That's true too. But at the same time, the NFL said, "Hey, do this, and you can make millions of dollars again. If you don't do this, you can't make any money." And he said, "No, I'd rather smoke this weed than make these millions of dollars." I don't know. I don't have a lot of patience for people like that. Hey, Marshall. Yeah. Forget about Gordon, guys. Gordon is not on this team anymore. Make believe he's no longer on this roster. The Lakers just got their rings. Yay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Yes, the NFL is pretty ass backwards on who they allow to play versus who they don't allow to play. Like, freaking Greg Hardy was allowed back in the NFL right after he almost killed his girlfriend. But at the same time, if the league tells you, hey, don't do this, I don't think it's that unreasonable for you to nut up and just not do it for a little while.
Right. I mean, I'm not even talking about degeneracy here. I'm just talking about people who do vile things, and breaking the law and shit. All the guys in the NFL that commit murder, all the guys in the NFL that thug their wives and girlfriends, all the guys in the NFL that are total and complete pieces of shit. It's astonishing to me. Think about if the same percentage of people at another type of job or in another industry were as fucked up as the people in the NFL. Like, Joker, imagine if you were still working in your office and you had like a third of the people who were in there were murderers and woman beaters.
Right,
Would
yeah.
you still want to work in that office? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. You'd be like, holy fuck, do I work in Oakland? Like, what the hell is this shit?
Right. So anyway, we are going to play Viscera in a little bit. We downloaded a DLC map, but I wanted to turn the stream on a little early because I knew I was going to get bombarded with Josh Gordon stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and open the floor up to people to do that now because I haven't made a video on it. Yeah, but we will be getting started soon. By the way, there's a big sale right now on Steam. You should definitely check Steam and buy stuff. Hey, Nicholas. Yeah, Marshall, I understand that. I understand that a lot of the players in the NFL smoke weed, but Josh Gordon was under particular... Oh, I mean, in some way, shape, or form, he did not do what the NFL told him he needed to do in order to play again. We don't know exactly what it was, but we can make reasonable assumptions about it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to consider also that the NFL has been changing its policies largely because all the different states have been legalizing weed and all that kind of shit. they're not as tough on it as they used to be. And Josh Gordon still couldn't fucking do what he needed to do
Yeah.
to
And
get approved.
I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe they said, okay, because you have clear addiction problems, you can't smoke it or something like that, maybe. And to a certain extent, okay, that's not really fair if he's not allowed to smoke it and every other player in the league is. But to me, I'm just like, okay, you have the chance to go make more money to go play a 60-minute football game this weekend than I do in a year. And that's even on your, veteran minimum contract. You're making more money per game than I make in a year.
Right.
Then you do it.
Right. 100%, man.
Hey, Michael, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
That's just horrifying, degenerate shit right there. And that's that's exactly why we're talking about we can't have any respect for this guy.
Yeah. Like my best friend has a friend who has gotten high every day for the last 9 years. And he recently went in for a job interview and he was asking my friend questions about what he should do. Like, what should I wear? What kind of questions should I ask after? And then he asked, should I get high before I go in? And my friend is like, what the hell are you talking about? No. He's like, man, I haven't been not high in 9 years.
Wow.
And he's like, I don't know if I can function without being high. And I don't know. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, how could you possibly classify that as anything other than addiction?
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what people do is they get hung up on, well, an addiction is a chemical dependency, blah, blah, blah. And it's all like, well, Jesus Christ, people aren't going to fucking go over and have withdrawal symptoms and fucking curl up and die if they have a porn addiction, but that's still fucking legitimate and is the subject of a hell of a lot of different psychological studies over the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how is it that we can validate that idea, but we can't validate the idea of being addicted to marijuana?
Mm-hmm.
Not addictive, guys.
I mean,
and like you said, that fucking degenerate. Oh, I haven't been not high a single day in the last 8 or 9 years. Like you said, I don't have any patience for that shit either. That's it's not about just the words of Lord Vineyard here that are applicable so much as think better of yourself than that. That's what the real degeneracy is in allowing yourself to be a slave to that shit.
Yeah, I like to gamble. I go to the casino and I gamble on sports, but over the last several years, I've gone through several periods of months or even years where I wasn't gambling at all. So I can't really say I'm addicted to it if I'm able to just stop like that and have it not really bother me.
Yeah.
You don't want to have stuff like that just have control over you like that.
Oh man, TD's got people who were they spent all day trolling Dan Crenshaw. They kept calling his office and asking him how he read 6,000 pages in 2 hours with one eye. That's pretty spicy.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'll say it again. It is a joke that the NFL is willing to let Greg Hardy play, but not somebody like Josh Gordon. Greg Hardy tried to kill his girlfriend, basically. Greg Hardy should have been banned from the NFL for life.
Yeah.
But, that being said, I don't see why it's unreasonable to expect somebody to just be able to follow orders when they've been gotten in trouble so many times.
Yeah. I always felt that the Ray Rice thing was too overblown because his girlfriend married him after that happened, and I realized that that was her sexual fetish, is that she liked getting beat up like that. So he was all like, okay, my lady's a freak, but we thought we were in privacy, so I thugged her up real good like she wanted. So let him play. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. It's with this Josh Gordon thing, I don't know exactly what it was that he didn't do that would have allowed him to play, but I'm assuming it wasn't like he has to refer to his coaches and general managers as master or anything like that. I'm sure it wasn't something ridiculous. Of course, I'm not for following rules all the time and just following orders blindly. But I'm assuming that whatever they asked him to do, it was not something ridiculous and over the top like that.
See, this right here, great example. Flipping through Tinder broads. Here's this broad, 19 years old. What's in her bio? Says, fuck 12, free TK, free Palestine. I like guys who can fight. Last line, I'm just out here trying to love somebody's son. She has the full amount of pictures in her bio that you can post, which is, I think, 8 pictures. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pictures. Okay. 9 pictures here. Literally every single one of them is her posing with large bundles of weed in the photo.
It's just degenerate behavior.
Exactly. I'm sitting here like, what the hell is wrong with you? Good God. I mean, I know she's 19, but I'm sitting here like, if you're like this at 19, how are you going to be at 30? How are you going to be at 50?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You know, Michael, I really thought that this time he was going to get it through his head that he needs to shape up or, like, because I was under the impression that while he was on the team but not allowed to play, the team was actually, like, helping him through.
Oh, man, I thought she was a light-skinned black girl because of the way that she dresses and makes herself appear. But in some of these other pictures, I'm starting to realize that she's white and just burns coal, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Ryguy, thank you for the $2. I'm not trying to be annoying. I'm quitting pot. That's cool, Ryguy. I mean, I'm not saying you have to quit pot to be a good person or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, if you're somebody...
I'm saying that.
You know, I'm not saying that, but I am saying if it's not allowing you to be a good, you know, a normal human being who actually contributes to society in some way, then you might want to get off that. You know, let's say for the sake of argument that Russell Wilson smoked weed, or, I don't know, Jamal Adams smoked... Well, okay, Jamal Adams does smoke weed, so that's actually a good example. He shows up every week, plays football at a very high level, makes the Pro Bowl, helps this team win. You know, he does not let the weed prevent him from doing what he needs to do to live his life.
Fat single mom, pink hair, works at Walmart. Hi, I'm new at this. I'm not on here just for sex. I want to get to know you. Yeah, okay.
Hit her up.
Good luck with that, dog. Oh my.
Now, hopefully sometime in the next couple days we'll figure out exactly what Josh Gordon did that cost him this opportunity, but the dude was tweeting nonstop on Twitter how excited he was to be active again, to be playing football again, this and that. So maybe this is, I guess it's possible it could just be Roger Goodell being, you know, being Roger Goodell. But we'll see. It's not like this is the first time Josh Gordon's gotten in trouble. I'm not really going to give him the benefit of the doubt right now. John Harper, yes, I saw. Thank you for the membership, buddy. Thank you for joining the membership club. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Appreciate the support.
Every time I see somebody that has a line starting their bio all in caps that says "read before you swipe right," they're always a tranny. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. There's a lot of those in California.
Yes, introverted. Snacks is reading off some stuff he finds on Tinder because that's what you do sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it's entertaining for me, you know. Because we got to wait for Joker to finish talking all you guys about Josh Gordon, the degenerate.
I mean, at this point, we're pretty much done with it. I can't say anything more about it than I already have.
Yeah.
Like
they used to call this guy Flash Gordon. I think his name now is Flash in the Pan Gordon.
Basically. Well, the thing is, like, last year, he got suspended after playing, like, 3 or 4 games in Seattle, right? He got suspended again because of substance abuse. And I made a video where I was like, you know, I said, it's hard for me to understand why it's so damn hard to just put down the weed for a couple years so you can go make $50 million and then go do whatever you want to do after you retire and make your money. And I got so many people in the comments mad at me, like, you don't understand addiction. You've clearly never been addicted to anything. And it's like, stay off the weed, guys.
Yeah, I'm addicted to failure because I can't stop doing it no matter how hard I try.
I have a Tinder drop top, but I haven't checked it in like 3 years.
Yeah, I should mention to you guys, because I'm sure you're probably curious. I have no intention whatsoever of actually trying to pick up girls on Tinder. The only reason that I do this is just to flip through the profiles, to look at the pictures and read the bios, because it's fun for me. But Tinder is an absolute fucking joke.
Yeah.
And if you're on Tinder seriously trying to meet somebody through this, I genuinely have nothing but pity for you. And it's because of how much of a complete joke Tinder is. The whole point of Tinder is it is a vehicle to soak money from guys paying for Tinder Gold, thinking that it'll help them out. And like, that's the point. That's how Tinder makes money. So the way that they get guys to do that is by having girls come on to the site looking for ego validation.
Yeah, John Harper, Josh Gordon has not made any money from the Seahawks this year, and he won't be making any money from the Seahawks this year. He needs to be active and playing in order to actually make money from the Seahawks, so he will not make any money from this team this year. And as of right now, I assume that's on him, but maybe we'll learn that Roger Goodell put his Hitler mustache on sometime in the last couple days. But I don't know. Captain Rex, I think we probably will. I think we probably will, Captain Rex, but it's not 100%.
Did you ever play the Mass Effect trilogy? I'm assuming you did.
Yeah, I played 1 and 2, not 3.
Okay. I think I saw a trailer that they're doing another Mass Effect game. Well, I know that they are doing another Mass Effect game, but I think that it's going to be Shepard again, because it looked like in the trailer Liara was scouring the galaxy looking for Shepard and she found him or whatever.
Okay, so I'm looking at Steam right now, Mass Effect. Mass Effect 3 is not on here, but the Mass Effect 3 DLC bundle is.
That's weird.
Oh,
but,
here it is.
If you bought the stuff on Steam, it'd do just like it did for A Way Out and force you to go on to Origin in order to play it. But just bring it up. Anyway, I'm saying all that because I'm watching a YouTube video right now. It's a pretty funny moment in the first Mass Effect where if you're playing as a male Shepard, you can romance Liara or Ashley. And in the game, you can actually romance them both at the same time, but there will eventually be an ultimatum moment where Liara and Ashley confront you at the same time. And this is the video, is the guy is trying to choose both of them, where he's all like, hey, why should I have to choose? I can have both of you. When you say that, Ashley taps out and she says, hell no, I'm not doing any of that kind of freaky shit, whatever. And she just leaves immediately. Liara was totally down for it, though. And I'm bringing this up because Liara, I'm pretty sure canon-wise, you know, like you can choose whatever you want in the game, but canon-wise, Shepard and Liara are the canon relationship pairing. Because in the first game, Liara was down for the three-way and still was into Shepard anyway. And Ashley wasn't. Liara is the only romance interest that you can have in 2 that carries over from 1. And in the third game, there was almost like more content for the Liara romance subplot than there was for anything else. And if in the potential 4th game, if the trailer's right, and Liara was the one who goes to find Shepard after the Reapers are defeated. So like, man, I would at that point, I would feel bad romancing anybody other than Liara. Because I mean, she is obviously devoted to Shepard, and I'm sitting here like, of course you would need to find a member of another species in order to find a female that's actually decent. And that was the entire point of that massive rant that I went on, is just for that last line right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Y2K,
God.
I played Dragon Quest earlier today. It's not my fault you weren't here. Anyway, Snacks, just for the record, I'm pretty much ready to start whenever, so just let me know when you invite me.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm trying to download the Hunter game while this is going. I have no idea if I'll be able to keep doing this while we're doing the thing.
Well,
But
either
whatever.
way,
Anyway,
I think we're going to play it tomorrow, so if you have to do it overnight, that shouldn't be a big deal.
yeah, sure enough. I don't know. Give me a couple minutes to finish up my Spanish homework here.
Okay. Yeah, guys, Josh
Get
Gordon,
slot,
rip, and I don't think that's a small deal. I think that is somewhat significant to this team. I think we needed him to unlock the full potential of this offense.
Also, I want 3 apples and orange juice and milk. Here's money. Oh. That is such a woman move right there. Oh, whoopsie dude. Apples.
Yeah, Nicholas.
Almost.
I bought it, obviously. So it's certainly on the list. Don't know exactly when we're going to do it, but it is going to be done.
Wait, what's up?
No, Nicholas was asking about EU4 because I said in the Discord that it's $10 right now on Steam.
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay. Expansion work done. Okay.
John, I think the Saints could lose to the Vikings if they... It depends on how Breeze plays, kind of. If Breeze plays the way he's capable of playing, then I think they're going to win out. But he looked like a dude who just broke his whole rib cage in the Chiefs game.
Those of you watching who wants to play Among Us tonight, raise your dongers.
We already have Captain Rex and Nicholas and you and me on the list for Among Us. I'll raise the flag in Discord.
I tell you, it's funny, here I was thinking that like my dancing classes and my saxophone classes, I was just going through the motions, because I'm all like, yeah, like I'm all dead inside, but whatever, I'll just keep going because, I have to. And now that they're both closed down for the Christmas vacation, I can't do it again until mid-June, or January, I mean. Sitting here like, wow, I underestimated how important those were to me.
Mm-hmm.
Especially my dancing classes are pretty much the only opportunity I'll have to have physical contact with a woman for the next couple of months.
I see. Uh-huh. But yeah, I mean, I feel like our offense loses something if they don't have Gordon, so I'm feeling a little less good about these next few games, but at the same time, we have a $35 million quarterback. Make it work with what you have, or give me some of that money.
I never understood this, why mobile quarterbacks don't do this. They can run fast enough. Why don't they just throw it to themselves?
Remember the old joke about Ricky Henderson? He could turn off the light in his hallway and be in bed before the light actually turned off.
I thought it was he could turn out the lights and you'd never be able to see him.
Yeah. Drop Top, I've had these headphones for several years. They're not like Beats by Dre or anything, they're not like $600 headphones, but they're good. I don't have a problem with them.
Okay, let's see here. What the hell? Where's my gosh damned map?
Are you sure you downloaded it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
check.
had to.
Did you go to switch game down at the bottom? Because
Okay.
it's listed there.
Yeah. All right. Oh my god.
Is it big?
The main menu is it looks so bad. What is global radio?
Yeah, Ryguy, but situationally, he was good on third down. And that's something we're not very good at this year. I feel like he could have been the difference maker on third down. And now we don't have that. And it's disappointing because he was like on Twitter recently talking about how, oh, I'm coming back. I can't wait to be back. Can't wait to play football again. Can't wait to help this team win. And there was something he wasn't doing that he needed to do to be reinstated. Like, what the hell, bruh?
Alright, I'm unlocking the punch-out machine so that this way you can use it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't realize in the game settings that was the thing. Okay. Oh wow, average length of this map is 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's pretty based.
All right.
Making this the longest map that we've ever played by far.
All right, well, let's see how our teamwork is after all this time together.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Company bids you welcome to this remote island. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, well, you have no choice but to accept it or face severe disciplinary measures. Understood? Now then, this sprawling facility and various accessible areas are to be rendered clean and rehabitable. As always, once decontaminated and cleared, you are to ignore and forget any details regarding the incident. The multitude of nations that may or may not be connected with the events and facility would not look kindly upon a sanitation employee overstepping their bounds. Finally, considering the nature of the operations and the work of the facility, it is advisable to proceed with caution. Certain devices and systems may remain operable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before I invite you, I'm going to do a couple of 3 things.
All right.
Bring up the wiki.
Well, John,
And
it's been
read this email I forgot to read.
14 games, and we haven't seen us utilize the tight ends more yet, so it's tough for me to believe we're suddenly gonna figure it out now.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my god, I don't know why, but I just found this YouTube video of a dude getting mobbed by raccoons. Like, there are 25 big raccoons just piling on top of this dude because he's holding a bucket of grapes.
It's pretty nuts. Okay, so there's crates and barrels, but there are no flash drives on this map.
Okay. Introverted. Look it up on Urban Dictionary, but pretty based basically means something is good.
Yeah. Oh, and sometimes I say melty. That's Californian slang for based.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, this should be pretty simple. I do got to use the bathroom before I go, though.
Okay.
And read this last little email thingy. All right.
I just don't think Hollister's a very good player, John. I think the guy who could be that special tight end for us is Disley, and maybe he just isn't ever going to come back fully from that injury. I mean, how many games can we play where he only gets like one
Shit.
catch before we're like, maybe this guy just doesn't have it in him to be any more than that?
Basically. Okay, be right back.
Okay.
Here. I won't be a dick. I'll invite you over so that you can at least
Okay.
check the place out.
All right. And by the way,
get
we
going.
already have 9 for Among Us, so it should not be a problem.
Oh, easy peasy. Alright, let's see here.
Okay. Alright guys, this is a DLC map. Only rich people can play this map. Not quite Ryguy, but in practice it ends up being pretty similar. I just feel like this offense is not built to utilize tight ends very much. We spent $7 million on Greg Olsen, which tells me we wanted to, and then it just didn't really develop the way we expected. Alright, so...
Well, I think part of the thing is tight ends are really good when teams play a lot of cover 2, and teams aren't doing that as much anymore.
Well, the irony is the Seahawks were like one of the best offenses in NFL history for the first 5 games of the year, basically. And then opposing defenses started running more cover 2, and the offense started to struggle. So a lot of us have been like, hey, we should start using our tight ends more to counteract this cover 2 crap. And the team seems unwilling to do it.
Okay, that's yeah, that's pretty interesting.
So I think it's just a limitation.
I would say, I think maybe the coaching staff doesn't have confidence in Greg Olsen. Because, you know, the GMs are going to do what the GM's going to do. And there's always been conflict between GMs and coaches. I think Pete Carroll just doesn't want to use tight ends, you know?
Yeah, or the offensive coordinator doesn't or something. Or he doesn't know how to.
I don't think it's a case of he doesn't know how to. I just think it's like... Because, I mean, think about how many coaches get stuck in their ways. And they always want to do a specific thing, even if it's not working. And that's how it ends up being easy to game plan against them. You know?
Yep. A drop top? No. Raccoons are nasty mofos, man. Raccoons are nasty. I would not want to feed one raccoon, let alone 25 of them.
Yeah, I mean, anything that has a strong chance of carrying rabies is not something you want to hang around.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm next to the shark pit. Do I just throw bodies into the shark pit?
You can try, but I don't know if it's going to make a mess like the Sarlacc monster did.
Alright, let's find out. Well, it made a mess in the water. Don't know if we care about that. I doubt we do. Hey, Austin.
Okay, so there's this 19-year-old girl on Tinder. Her bio just says, "I'm gonna tell people we met at Trader Joe's." Every single picture is of her showing off her ass in a bikini, and I'm like, who would be fooled by you saying some shit like that? Everyone knows that you're on Tinder.
Okay, yeah. These body parts I'm throwing in there, they just explode in a cloud of blood, and then the blood dissipates, and it's like they never existed, so...
Pretty much anything that you can pick up that's not a barrel or a crate, just fucking toss it, because there's no flash drives on this map. That's what my plan's gonna be.
Austin, I don't think so, but I wasn't paying super close attention. They definitely have toned that stuff down. For whatever that's worth.
Dude, what the fuck? I don't know why so many women are doing that these days. I think it's got something to do with makeup, but... like, they shave off their fucking eyebrows so that they can replace their eyebrows with the painted on shit. To me, that's just horrifying, like... Good lord.
Okay, I'm gonna try something here real quick.
Oh, sweet, the Guinea Force just came on. I can't sing it because the whole thing's in Japanese, but... Inu Toku Sentai.
Yes! We have an infinite mop bucket on this level. Just
Yeah, I
wash
love
your
it.
mop off in the shark water.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, Nicholas in chat, in response to you saying, I don't know why women keep doing this lately, he said, what, being huge whores?
Well, no, I know why women do that, but
I know a girl who looked like if Shrek was a hooker because she had the pencil brows.
Yeah. Like I said the other day, there was a strong correlation between body mass index and actual attractiveness. And I mean that it applies to guys too. It probably applies to guys even more so because women, I wanted to say that they're not as thirsty as guys are, but that's not true. The thing is that they have more choices than guys do, because guys' thirst will cause them to fuck anything. So, even the most hideous women that you personally know are getting guys way out of their league. But of course, that's just for casual sex, which doesn't matter as much to women.
Introverted, no.
All right, let's see here.
Alright, so I don't know if the sharks will eat straight up garbage, but we're gonna find out. Nicholas in the chat says Snacks has some fat red pills for you to swallow.
I haven't even gotten started.
Wait till you get to the dog pill.
I can't handle all these pills. Yo, that's fucking based. You could throw away any trash you want in the shark tank because they have fucking laser beams on their head and
Yeah,
they just zap the shit. Holy fuck. You're saying this right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm jumping in. Woo!
See you later.
They're not doing anything.
Give them time.
There we
Oh!
You get an achievement for that, by the way.
Oh, okay. My turn. Stezzy, I would. I don't feel like this team well, unfortunately. If I had to guess, I would say they still view him as being very good and very valuable when I don't.
This is pretty good. Operational affairs tell us that a colleague of yours has died on site. Your mission is to replace them and ensure that the facility be cleansed and made habitable once more. Failure to do so will result in immediate dismissal. Discretion is paramount, given the sensitive nature of this worksite. Exercise caution around any devices found throughout the facility. One last word of caution concerning those you'll be working with. They are not to be trusted. Reports suggest possible communist sympathies and agency infiltration. Little is known about the incidents surrounding the aforementioned colleagues. Be aware. unfathomably based.
The janitor I just entered the game as is 67 years old.
Mine was 22, and they were a temporary. Oh shit! I'm an idiot.
What?
I just tossed that crate in there. Fuck.
Do you want to restart
My
the
bad.
map?
We could, sure.
Up to you. If you
Let's
care
see
about
here.
the percent we lose or whatever. I haven't really done all that much.
Oh no, we can't restart the map.
Why not?
We could leave, and if we did that, we get fired.
Oh, really?
Which would reset the office.
Okay, never mind then. I mean, what? It should take off like 0.1% probably. But they did destroy the crate. That's interesting.
Okay. Since we don't need mop buckets, I'm just gonna empty the one that's here and then use it as a trash bin.
Okay. Where is the trash bin dispenser, though?
Physics.
Oh crap, I jumped in the water again. Oh no! Oh no!
You guys who haven't should check out this band called Hammerfall. They're pretty good. Oh my. Shaft.
Brian, welcome.
Please actually pick the thing up, you dingleberry. Here, let me just fucking upturn this. There we go. Work like a charm. Humongous brain IQ.
You must never let evil take root.
Job came ashore. Eating Leonidas' call. The Spartans went to war.
Jojo, I'm not
Nuclear
familiar with
power
that one.
station. Man.
Well, you know, Ryguy, a lot of people don't even carry cash anymore. At all, like any cash whatsoever, so they just have to use cards for everything. I'm not one of them because I have to carry cash for casinos if I'm going out, because I go to the casino often when I go out, but a lot of people don't carry cash at all, so I don't know how surprising I would say that is. Yes, Drop Top, I know how to swim.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't there like a thing about how black people know how to swim a lot less than any other race or something?
I mean, my dad knows how to swim.
I do not know how to swim well. To be clear. I don't like swimming. I find it to be kind of stressful.
Yeah. To me, it never seemed like that much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much always been scared of the water, got that thalassophobia kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. Like the guy in the Truman Show had?
Yeah. That's why playing Subnautica was a very weird experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like the game, but I was like, God damn, dude.
When I was a little kid, I hated snakes and spiders so much, I would not do those levels in Jak and Daxter with the snakes and spiders. And it seems so damn stupid now, but I did not want to do those damn levels.
See, what's funny is like a lot of stuff like that, like doesn't bother me. What bothers me is soulless dead black eyes. So, like, spiders and scorpions and stuff like that in games never bothered me until they started making them so big that you could see the eyes, those dead black soulless eyes, and that's when it started freaking me the fuck out.
Not from the top. Well, I'm inclined to believe that at this point, nothing is going to be able to stop Josh Gordon's weed addiction.
Look at you. You haven't even got a name tag. You have no chance. Awesome. I'm so happy, oh happy-go-lucky me. I just go my way, living every day. I don't worry. Oh shit! Look at all this stuff. And what's the damn? They're gonna break their chain. Through the night, you can't hit. Fudge. Alright, fine. Okay, this is the first floor. What was... Jesus Christ!
What?
I pressed the button on the elevator to go to another floor. I have a ton of stuff on the elevator right now. Like, there's a ton of stuff. Because I was going to dump all this garbage in the shark tank. Well, when the fucking elevator took off, it went so fast, the physics system made this shit go fucking everywhere. It is a huge mess up here now. So, this kind of sucks. Seriously, this is me just trying to fucking find out where I'm supposed to go. Holy hell.
Yeah, Y2K, I think it's safe to say Josh Gordon is not going to ever be playing professional NFL football again. Maybe he'll make it in the XFL. Or something, I don't know. Or whatever alternative football league they come up with next.
I'm pretty sure he'd like it in the Canadian Football League. Weed's legal there. And,
well, here's the question. Is the harder stuff legal? Because he's apparently into the harder stuff as well, which may very well be the...
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He just sounds like a drug addict in general. Absolute degenerate.
I like my mind being as clear as possible.
Same. So I make very bad decisions. When it's not.
Yeah, Jojo, Josh Gordon's done. We don't know exactly why, but he had a setback in his rehab, quote unquote. That's all we've been told so far. It's not good. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm just gonna pick up everything that isn't nailed down and chuck it into the shark pit. We didn't extend him, Ryguy. We just signed him. And we're not going to give him any money now. I believe I did Y2K. I believe I did. Maybe this is just a paperwork thing and he's going to fill out some paperwork tomorrow and be allowed to play football again, but somehow I doubt it.
Changed his name to Weeds McKenzie, though. Holy diver, we've been down too long in the midnight sea.
You remember the South Park episode with Dio in it?
Yep.
Ooh.
Right the tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? That final Smoke episode was great. Gotta get away, holy diver. Yeah. Shiny diamonds, like the eyes of a cat, they are black and blue. Something is coming for you. Out. Race for the morning. You can hide in the sun till you see the light. Oh, we will pray it's alright. Gotta get away. Get away. Between the velvet lies, there's a truth as hard as steel, yeah. The vision never dies.
God loves you. I'm pretty sure he didn't make $1 million for 2 games.
Did he make $250,000?
I'm sure he spent all his money on Kush at this point.
Yeah. Feel bad for his family. Because, like, my uncle's a pretty severe alcoholic. Okay,
yeah, I have an uncle who had real problems with a lot of stuff. Alcohol, I think, being among them.
Oh, yeah, okay. Vesper, 837737.
Have you found the trash bin dispenser yet?
Yes, it's on the 3rd floor.
Oh.
Yeah, on the elevator, it's the 3rd floor, but this is the bottomest level. This is the furthest bottom level.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3, 2, the 2nd floor is the one that we start on with the shark tank. 1, and then G, which is ground floor. We're underground. That's where the trash bin's at.
It's on the 3rd floor, you said?
Yes. AKA the bottom floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to take a couple of these with me.
AKA a bee bit my bottom, now my bottom's big.
Yesterday, I did squats for the first time in a really long time. And I didn't even do that many of them, but Jesus Christ. I'm feeling it today.
I don't know if you're able to find a gym that's open, but if you can, do some strong lifts. It's not good for muscle building, it's good for strength building. And strength is always what I felt was the most important. However, a long time since I've been home ready, so I'm thinking, you know what? I might as well flex just to show people that I still can do it, you know? To prove to myself that I can too. It's been years, man. So, that said, functional strength has always been what I've cared about the most. What is the point of working out all that much if you don't actually, you know, if you're not strong?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, DK's not a one-trick pony now. Maybe he was last year to an extent, but That's not really a valid criticism of him at this point. That's just silly. Oh. Okay, there's a body on that. Just be careful.
Okay.
Yes!
From downtown? Did you?
Yeah.
Downtown D'Lo Brown. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, no, send it back. I was gonna dump everything.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Okay, let's see if I can do it with this bullet shell casing.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
It's a really weird glitch right now. There's blood underneath the elevator, and it's just floating there.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm good at this, man. I mean, not that it's hard, but, you know.
Jack from the corner for 3. Okay, make the thing go up again.
Okay. Up to the ground floor?
Yeah, wherever you're at. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the blood's on the bottom of the elevator. Oh, it's gonna be such a pain to try to clean.
Uh-huh. HaWKxXAsYLuM 9000. No, I don't really care for Drake. I would say probably not, but I don't listen to much rap anyway, so I don't think that's really an indictment of him.
Yeah, hip-hop's pretty awful. Remember that scene from the South Park movie? When they were, the general was explaining Operation Get Behind the Darkies?
Yeah.
The chef was all like, hey, I have a question. Have you ever heard of the Emancipation Proclamation? I don't listen to hip-hop.
That was pretty good. We need to send Josh Gordon to Israel.
Why?
Because why not?
This is a fair point. Oh, dude. Holy shit. I just found one of the guards. Their uniform seriously looks like an SS outfit. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Fuck.
I don't know. I really did think Gordon had it figured out at least enough to, you know, at least play out this season first, but no, nothing. Can I go back up to ground level, or you need this in a second?
Go for it.
Yeah, Daniel. Well, That's what happens, I guess. I can't say it's shocking or anything, but I really did feel like he was gonna get his head on straight for at least a month. Like, we only needed you for a month, bro.
Yeah. That said, for the young Seahawks fans out there, it's a good learning opportunity. Which is, don't grow up to be like Josh Gordon, kids. Like, I would hate to be that man. Imagine having the potential to reach some of the highest pinnacles of human achievement, and then just fucking it all up anyway because you're so obsessed with getting high that you cannot get out of your own way. Like, if that dude was ever sober for long enough, he would probably kill himself when he realizes how badly he... Like, his life was a layup, and this dude is somehow finding a way to fuck it up.
Exactly. I mean, like, even if he had managed to behave for the end of the season here and help the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, he's still messed up because he's playing for pennies as a reserve player instead of being one of the highest paid receivers in football. But this could have been the start of something better.
When you said behave, I started thinking about Bowling for Behave immediately. Have you found a laser gun yet?
No.
Shucks. Oops. What the fuck? God damn it.
What?
Just the physics system on the elevator.
Philip Dorsett's foot may as well have fallen off for all week here, guys. He's not playing this year either, I don't think.
Philip Dorsett, isn't he that guy that used to play football?
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, there's one thing I don't understand here. All the guns that we've seen so far have been silenced MP5s. These are apparently guards for a top secret facility. Why are they carrying suppressors?
Good question. John, nothing new happened to Earl. He still has the same problems that he had, before.
When you say Earl, do you mean Lakers erotica Earl?
No, Earl Thomas.
Oh. I wish you were talking about Lakers erotica Earl. That's my favorite Earl.
Yeah, I wonder what he's up to.
Probably making more Lakers erotica, except this time it's of LeBron.
I would like to believe that the members of Legit would never fully embrace LeBron.
Yeah, what a conundrum that must be.
Okay, look out below.
Okay. Do you remember Wong?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
John, that happened months ago. That happened in the off-season.
Probably not allowed to support the Rockets anymore, though, because of the Hong Kong thing.
Yeah.
I was reading this thing the other day. It was written by a Chinese citizen.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of given a life behind enemy lines kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he was all like, yeah, you know, no matter what insane leftists might tell you about China, outside of China, the people here really do believe in communism, and they really do think that communism is what they're doing. Now, that may or may not actually be the case in terms of what they're actually doing, but that's what they think they're doing. So, just say it.
What a... So is this like somebody who escaped China?
No, it was an incredibly brave individual who lives in China who was just trying to get the word out. I was a bullet holes, that's why.
Chucking all these bodies down the elevator shaft is phenomenal. They just rag.
Okay. Yeah. Busting these guys when I can. Trying to clean the floor up. What sucks is that, like, we hold the bodies weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting blood everywhere from them hitting shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all like, I've never held the bodies like this before. I don't know what's up with this map. Basically impossible to not get blood when you're moving these things. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna scour the map looking for the fucking laser gun. Thinking it might be on the first floor.
Mm-hmm. Hey, RP Gaming, welcome.
This is definitely a case of track footprints everywhere you can. Just get rid of these fucking bodies.
Mm-hmm.
First floor's a Duke catastrophe, by the way. Lord.
Nope. Body. Body. Body, 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 body. Nicholas, it looks like it's going to be a little while, so go ahead and play Siege, man. You'll be alerted when we're ready to go on Among Us. But this is a pretty sizable map. Although they do some nice things to make it a little more feasible, which I like.
Oh, how late were you gonna stay up today? Because I got up at 6, so...
I can kind of stay up as late as I need to, more or less. Not literally, but, you know, I'm not thinking about it too hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag you down to my level. Fucking... catastrophe lifestyle.
Yeah, RP Gaming, Josh Gordon's in trouble again.
Why can't they call it bowling for behave?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you behave?
Drop top, I mean, I don't think I'm short, but I don't think I'm tall. I'm pretty sure, compared to other men in the West, 5'10's pretty average.
If you're not at least 6'4", best you can be is king of the manlets.
I was projected to be 6'4" when I was younger, but
So was
I basically stopped eating when I was 15, and I just stopped growing. I weighed $125 at one point when I was like 5'8" or 5'9".
You're horrifying.
Mm-hmm. I just got sick and I couldn't eat, and I didn't know why, and then one day it just went away. I probably would be 6'4" if that didn't happen. But then I couldn't ride in, like, luxury vehicles. So I don't know. I'm not too mad about it.
Yeah. For a long time, I wanted to be a tank crewman,
Mm-hmm.
and I was pretty sad when I realized that I was too tall to actually do that. Okay, does not look like the laser welder's on this level.
Oh my god. I didn't know there were that many bodies on the elevator. They're having an orgy. Guys, look at that. Look down this elevator shaft. Holy crap.
Yeah, I've been busy on this level. This is where most of the bodies are on the map, I think.
Well, you know, I'm starting to think this
sharks.
map might actually be a pretty good litmus test for if the Holocaust really happened or not.
They just needed a big shark tank with laser beams attached to their heads.
Mm-hmm. 6 million cookies? Mamma mia.
I just don't think sharks with laser beams on their head is a reasonable number, Mr. Cosby. He said the Jaws 3 didn't happen.
You heard it here, folks.
He's a Hollywood revisionist. Oh man. Everything's getting stuck. Broken promises, they won't be coming home. Oh mothers, wipe your tears, your sons will rest a million years.
Someone in the chat wants to know how tall is Snacks.
I'm 6 even. You should not have touched the elevator.
Oh.
I'm not letting you.
Crap.
Just caused a huge fucking frame loss by doing that.
Okay. What level are you
Still
on?
like-
I'll send it back down.
2.
2? Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry, chum.
If it means that much to you, we'll go back in time to stop Hitler. Anyway, yeah, I'm 6 even, but I tell women that I'm 6'2", because this is one of the things that you gotta understand is that guys lie about so many other things that even if you don't want to lie, you're still competing against the guys that do.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll sit there and they'll tell girls that they have an 8-inch dick when they're actually packing like 3.5 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Sit there and say that they're 6 foot when they're like 5'9", maybe. You know, wearing fucking platform shoes. So your choices are you can either be honest, and then women will think that you're lesser than you actually are, because they associate what you say with what guys who lie say. You know, if you sit there and tell them that you're 6 foot tall when you're actually 6 foot tall, but what they think is 6 foot tall is actually 5'5", they're gonna think that you're a fucking midget.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can kind of extrapolate these things to all other avenues of life as well. Is that a lot of people lie, so you can either be honest, and people will get the wrong idea about things because their frame of reference is based off of lies. Or you can lie too, which is ironically going to be closer to the truth because of how people fucking lie so much.
Mm-hmm. Syed, I think we're gonna do Among Us we're gonna do it later tonight. I don't know exactly when, but I do think doing Among Us tonight. Yeah. Okay. See this little spot of blood right here? I can't get it out. I'm thinking it's on the.
Hold on just a second.
Oh, God damn it. God bless.
There was so much blood in that elevator. I swing once and it's like automatically full.
Mm-hmm.
Lord. Why we had all those frame drops is trying to like process and display all this shit. No, this guy didn't need to be an evil scientist to take over the world or anything. Whatever scrubbers they have inside that shark tank to purify the waters are basically the most advanced cleaning systems known to man. You just make a mint fucking patenting that shit. Jesus Christ.
I just jumped in the water again by accident, and now I'm a 65-year-old man.
Yeah. By the way, if you do jump in the water, there's 2 ladders on either side of the pool that you can get out of. If you can avoid the sharks for long enough, you can actually escape.
Oh god, I did it again, I did it again, I did. God damn it.
Insane. Yes, yes, yes.
Fabio, my thoughts on the $600 stimulus is that it's a joke. It's a sad joke.
Yeah. There's a lot of bullshit in that fucking package.
That is an atrocious bill.
Right.
And my understanding is that there is still some opportunity for it to be reworked into something along the lines of $2 grand. So hopefully that happens, because that can actually be meaningful. Now, I want to be clear about something. I don't need the money, although I would take it, obviously, if it's given to me. I don't think there's an option to even turn it down, even if you wanted to. But just in general, like, I don't... Not that 2,000 is going to do a ton either to undo all the garbage of the last year, but...
The extent of turning it down, like you said, you know, you're going to get it mailed to you either way. Turning it down would be like ripping the thing up when you get it, or like sending that check back to the IRS and being like, I don't need this here. But I mean, why the hell would you do that? Like you said, it's coming either way, so it's a question of, do you want to use that money on yourself and your family where you can use that money better? Or do you want to rip up the check and then that $600 is going to go right back to the government, and then they're going to spend it on fucking welfare queens and crack addicts? Like,
or Israel.
Why would... I need to repeat yourself. I already said welfare queens.
No.
Free.
Okay, I mean, Jojo, I'm not saying this trying to be mean or anything, but the purpose of the stimulus is not so people can go get a PS5. It's trying to stimulate the economy and small businesses, and it's not really going to do that.
Yeah.
Especially because most of the things you're going to buy are from Amazon now, because all the small businesses went under.
Yeah. And that's exactly what the stimulus is it's yet another way to funnel money out of the United States economy into the hands of other countries. Aside from all the different fucking cash handouts to other countries. Like to Sudan, Pakistan, Israel, all that kind of shit. Because of exactly what you said, where small business basically doesn't exist anymore. Pretty much all it is now is just gigantic mega corporations that have already outsourced all that labor to China and shit. You're really just taking more American money and just, you know, handouts here, there, everywhere. I mean, a lot of companies that are getting bailouts in that bill are owned by China right now. For instance, AMC Theaters is part of the big Hollywood bailout, and they're owned by a Chinese company. So that money goes straight to China. Because since China is at the absolute least officially a communist country, the state does have control over all economic aspects of the country. Which means they can, at any given time, seize the property of any of those businesses. So when a Chinese company receives money from the American government, like it does in this COVID package, basically going to the Chinese government because they can seize that money whenever they want. Then you realize that this horseshit bill passed the Senate 92-6. And these guys refused. Back in October, President said, if Congress right now approves a bill that will do nothing except send $1,200 to every American citizen, I will sign it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And they refused because they would not write a bill that only gave money to the American people. They said, okay, we'll try. And then in their efforts of trying, they said, no, we want to tack on a rider. We want this money to go here. We want this money to go there.
I will drop top, believe me.
Government works.
Yeah.
I was talking about this the other day. The purpose of government is to perpetuate itself. Whether you're a democracy or a dictatorship, the only thing you have to do is make sure that your key supporters that keep you in power get paid off with money from the treasury. In the case of the United States...
I just died in the elevator.
How?
I don't know. I jumped down the elevator, and I didn't die on impact, but I died. That was weird. I don't really know what that was, but I'm going to go ahead and call it based and move on with my life.
Basically.
Oh, that's cool, Beanie. Alright, what's the... I mean, functionally, in terms of how the guns work, what's the difference between an AK and, like, an M16?
The caliber size, which means the AK has more significant recoil, and it's noticeably heavier too. But there's a lot of differences in the functionality. The AK is built like it has a reputation of being easy to clean and easy to maintain. But the ironic thing is that the AR platform, the M16, is actually easier to clean and maintain because it's more tightly encased, which is to say that dirt has less of a chance of ever entering. What the AK is really good at in terms of cleanliness and maintenance is really good at staying clean and staying in working operation if you're an absolute mongoloid who never cleans your rifle at all, which is why a lot of African militaries really love that gun. Because a lot of them are mongoloids who never ever clean their weapons at all. I still haven't found where the fuck that laser gun is. I gotta check the map. It's driving me insane. Death ray activation. What's the thing? The thing? LW is what we're looking for. LW, second floor. Right there. Okay. Easy.
And for the record, actually, I will not get any, or I will get very little, actually. I will get very little money from a stimulus. Just for the record. It doesn't really affect me directly. It can have some tangential effect on me because there are people in my life who might qualify, who would qualify for it, but not me.
Here we go. I've been looking everywhere for this fucking thing. I wonder what would happen if I tossed this one laser gun, the only laser gun on the map, into the shark tank.
You definitely should not do that. We're gonna get fired.
You idiot, you ruined everything. Yeah, pretty much. Everything dirtier. Just because. close the door first. What time is it right now?
It's 8:30.
Okay.
Daniel, I'm inclined to believe that's probably the case. Maybe there's some angle I'm not seeing here, or some angle we can't possibly know about yet. But I wouldn't be thinking about Josh Gordon playing football again.
What kills me is why you guys care so much. Josh Gordon is not that good.
Well,
and
he
he's
filled
not
a
going to
role
solve.
that we really needed filled.
He's not going to solve all the Seahawks' problems. You know, like, does he even move the needle compared to where the Seahawks are right now?
I think he does because he's a good third down receiver, and we are not a good third down team. Okay, I'm going to try to do something here that I may regret. Aww.
What'd you try to do?
I threw a trash bin with some trash in it down the elevator shaft.
Yeah, I see it. Let's see.
That did not work. Well, yeah, drop top. I know that too, but Josh Gordon making the All-Pro team 7 years ago is not a good argument for him being important now. I think the argument is he's a good third down receiver, and we're not a good third down team, and it's like the only thing bad with our offense overall this year, but to say that he's good now because he made the All-Pro team 7 years ago, I don't know about that. Like, Brian Urlacher might have made the All-Pro team 7 years ago.
No, that's a good one. Years ago. Would that be the 2013 season or the 2014 season?
2013.
2013 NFL season All-Pro selections. Okay. 2013 All-Pro team. Quarterback, Peyton Manning. You think he'd be good as a starting QB today?
He could barely throw a football 5 yards by the time he retired.
All-Pro team, starting, left tackle, Joe Thomas, Cleveland. Think he'd be a good pickup right now?
Actually, he might be, but he did retire a few years ago out of depression from being on the Browns all those years.
Hey, guess who was starting All-Pro along with Josh Gordon? This youngin' named Calvin Johnson. You think he'd be good in NFL right now?
A few teams have tried to lure him out of retirement, but he's been like, no, the Lions killed my love for football.
Oh, hey, check it out. All-Pro halfbacks 7 years ago. Sean McCoy, Philadelphia. Jamal Charles, Kansas City. Adrian Peterson, Minnesota. Eddie Lacy, Green Bay.
Eddie Lacy.
What do you think? You guys want to...
Eddie frickin' Lacy.
You guys want to start any of them? It's like, I could keep going, but you understand the point. Like, 7 years is a long time for an athlete. And granted, Josh Gordon doesn't have the mileage on his body because he hasn't been playing that fucking much, but that's exactly the point. He hasn't been playing that fucking much. The dude was good 7 years ago, and he's been out of the league for a long fucking time.
Well, in and out of the league. He gets suspended, comes back, plays a bit, gets suspended, comes back, plays a bit, blah, blah, blah.
I reckon, aside from the dude's mental issues, aside from his drug addiction problems, more than likely he's also washed as fuck. So, just calm down. Think about it like this. Like we've been saying all night, he did not play a single down for the Seahawks. The Seahawks didn't actually lose anything. Nothing's different.
Yeah, this season, absolutely. That is true.
So if you're upset right now, then what you should be realizing is that you were upset with how the Seahawks were the entire time. Because nothing's changed. So
Yeah, it's a valid thing. Again, it's just he would have been useful on third down because we haven't been a very good third down team. And it's these little edges that could make the difference at the end.
More fun, he joined this circus.
I would hope that Josh Gordon didn't show up out of shape, but that's obviously not what he got suspended for. You wouldn't get suspended by the NFL if you showed up to camp out of shape.
Yeah.
It's great watching the NBA for the first few games of the season when all the players are still fat. Like, James Harden looks like that Big Smoke from GTA San Andreas or something.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, big dog.
James Harden needs an intervention, straight up.
Mm-hmm. The football team's quarterback, Dwayne Haskins, after he lost to the Seahawks on Sunday, there were pictures of him partying at a strip club with no mask on, so now everyone's up in arms.
Yeah, like, that drives me nuts, because I'm all like, what do you expect? These guys have room temperature IQs. You're thinking that they're paragons and fucking pillars of the community? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Stop incentivizing retardation and you might get less of it. Oh, that's a novel concept, but what are you gonna do?
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh,
Give me 1 minute. I'll
yes,
be right
please.
back.
Oh, before you go, really quick.
And no, Ryguy.
I'm thinking at 9, we like say, okay, that's good enough, save it, and then continue again later. Dog, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. I no longer wish to be horny. I only want to be happy. I know. So, things happen, you know. Down to the Holy See, in the home of Christianity, see the power is in danger. For 1,000 souls have been abandoned by the laws. Donation on the 189 service of heaven, I protect in the holy line. 27, give the lives and the steps to heaven. Thy will be done.
Okay, what did I miss?
Come down to the 3rd floor. You gotta see this shit.
Okay. Sure, be right there. People in the chat are asking, is Snacks okay?
I'm good, dude.
Okay. Okay, I'm down here. What am I looking for?
Yeah, come join me.
Yeah.
Check out this room, dude.
Whoa. Is that...
Holy shit! They're cloning Hitler!
Look at that.
Fucking mustache man himself.
Wow.
Oh my god, as if that wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
His head turns in the tank to fucking look at you when you change position. Check this out. Like it's gonna turn to you now.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Okay. That looks like Cthulhu. This looks like Nemesis from Resident Evil. This is... a Zerg?
I don't know, but I guess these are the monsters that we've been cleaning up all this time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there it is. Anyway, I don't know if you heard I said before you left, like, whenever we hit 9, we'll just save it and stop for the first time.
Okay. It's actually not looking too bad. I know there's a ton of work to be done, but there isn't blood and body parts everywhere, at least.
Son of a bitch. Putting a body inside of a crate is kind of difficult to get to work for everyone.
I'll mop this up after we get this out of here. Unfathomably based.
What's this? Crash, that's what it is. Oh wait, what am I doing?
So yeah, guys, I don't know if anybody in the chat is playing Among Us tonight, but it looks like we're going to start a little after 9 o'clock is the plan. 9 o'clock.
We're in there. My time's running short. They were raced against the bomb. I was there today. It's time passed on. Now, Sabaton's been my favorite band for a long time, but over the last couple of months, Amon Amarth's really grown on me.
Mm. Are these all like heavy metal bands?
It's
Yeah, Andrew.
pretty much all I listen to for the most part. Then, oh my god! That was a sticky situation.
Mm-hmm.
Had a little bit of physics trouble in the elevator. It's a death trap, seriously, what the fuck?
You know, Fabio, a lot of people are saying, oh, Trevor's going to be so happy now he doesn't have to go to the Jets. As if going to the Jaguars is any better. Like, how many young, promising QBs has Jacksonville ruined in the last decade alone?
Like, here's what you guys need to understand. If you go to a shitty team and you're actually capable of being a once-in-a-generation legendary Hall of Fame on roller skates kind of quarterback, the shittier team you go to, the better. Because they're going to pay you more money to stay forever, and you can basically do whatever the hell you want.
Mm-hmm. Like, Jacksonville this decade alone has ruined Blaine Gabbert and Blake Bortles.
Yeah. Blake Bortles was about to be first ballot Hall of Fame, and then Jacksonville ruined him.
Mm-hmm.
What a disgrace. And I'm going to go down to the 3rd floor to check if there's anything left that needs doing there.
Mm-hmm.
I think not. I think it's good. Unfortunately, not every team can be as good as the Dolphins, though. Tua easily the GOAT. No question.
Oh, I got an achievement for throwing the boombox into the shark pit.
Oh, nice.
Based. And bread build.
What? It's here. That's what. Let me check some. I thought. Yeah. Yeah, third floor is good, just a fucking elevator. Destiny away. Oh, sweet, the little Austin Powers vehicle. Love it.
Can't believe there's a Hitler head in this game randomly.
Seriously. Actually kind of happy that they were cloning Hitler. We need him now more than ever. Ah, mustache man. And the forbidden knowledge.
Wouldn't we be better off with cloning Pinochet?
Yeah, because I mean, Hitler himself said in Mein Kampf that the only difference between Nazism and Marxism was just the racial component.
Mm-hmm.
And economically, Marxism is a fucking disaster. And that guy that I listened to on YouTube, Tick, the historian, you know, he's been talking a lot about the socialism of National Socialism. And he was like, you know, a lot of people think, you know, Germany's economic problems were just because of the war. The war was because of Germany's economic problems.
Mm-hmm.
And the economic problems were there because of how bad socialism is. Like he was talking about the German food crisis being why, even though the Nazi war machine needed the oil, a lot of people are like, well, why didn't the Germans just invade through Turkey? Because it's a much shorter way to get to the Caucasus. And the Soviets wouldn't have been able to defend against that because Turkey doesn't like the Soviets anymore than anybody else did.
Mm-hmm.
It was all like, well, the thing is that the Ukraine had some of the highest grain production in the world that wasn't in the United States.
Check it out, dude. It's like a Pinochet hat.
What?
Look.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen this little guard hat they got. Anyway, Germany, even though they had seen nothing but great military successes before the invasion of the Soviet Union, Germany was actually having a food crisis. That's why they invaded the way that they did, and the first thing that they did was try to capture as much of Ukraine as possible. Get all that farmland.
Mm-hmm. Daniel, I've never listened to the Pat McAfee show. I've heard it's good, but I've never listened to it myself. But even though Pat McAfee has been suspended for weed before, I don't think he's been suspended for it as many times as Gordon has. I'm wondering if there was something special specifically for Gordon because he had done this so many damn times. Like some special rule, like, hey, we know we let every other player in the league smoke weed, but you've been such a problem with it, you can't. I wonder if there was something like that, you know?
I mean, let's be honest. If there was, I can't blame the NFL for it because, again, like you said, he is a problem child. Sometimes you have to do things that other people don't have to because you've had a problem with it through your whole life, and you have to prove to people you don't anymore. I mean, how many NFL players do you think are like not allowed to be near dogs? And yet I'm pretty sure if Michael Vick, after he got out of jail, if he started buying up a bunch of pit bulls, the NFL would be like, okay, you need to get rid of those right now, or you're done. If Tom Brady bought a bunch of pit bulls, they'd be like, okay, well, have fun. Don't let them near your kids. What's the extent of it?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a history of running an illegal dog fighting ring. So, you know, sometimes it's not fair. Life ain't fair. You've got to put up with certain restrictions and limitations that other people don't because you've had that problem for so much of your life before. The easiest answer in terms of not having to deal with that is to not make that a problem in the first place. So all Josh Gordon would have had to do was not get suspended and miss like 5 fucking seasons of football because of this shit.
Collectively, it's getting close. I don't think it's up to 5, but it's a lot more than it should be for any sane human being.
It should be 0. Like, the first time they tell you, hey, don't do it, be like, okay, and then just stop. Oh, what the hell am I doing? We're on the 2nd floor. I'm not collecting any of this trash in the yellow box. I'm just going to toss it in the shark tank. Actually, that's a great idea, me.
No.
Collect all the stuff in the yellow box, take it to the shark tank. Don't chuck the yellow box in, just overturn it in the tank.
True.
Dump everything out. Easy peasy. Huge brain technique right there.
I'm gonna start working on the 1st floor.
Yeah. 3 is done. 2's almost done. Where's the laser gun?
Do you hate lag? I'm not a big fan of it, HaWKxFan 9000. Who is?
Who? That is such a stupid question. Oh, dude, I love it when my computer lags. Nothing gets my cock harder than having to wait to play video games.
Drop top, I'm never going to get ripped like DK.
Good lord.
Although, I have so little going on in my life right now other than my job. If I wanted to, I guess I could, but I don't think that's going to happen for me. That's just not going to happen.
How long would it take you to travel to Oregon?
Travel to Oregon? I have 3-4 hours.
Okay. Since it's not a crime anymore, you could probably go buy juice in Oregon. You're a smart enough guy to be able to time your cycles properly and that kind of shit. You'd be able to take care of it pretty easy. But like, I personally really think that it should be a lot easier to obtain steroids legally because a lot of guys have.
Fall off?
Well, no. It shrinks your testicles. There are ways to counteract that. It does have a lot of side effects, but if steroids didn't have any side effects at all, then like everybody would be on them. Thing is that what I was going to say, it should be easier to obtain legally, is because a lot of like the average testosterone level has plummeted through the last several years, several decades, and they'll sit there and they'll say that a testosterone level in your blood work for a man in his 20s or 30s below 500, they call that average because that is average. But that compared to the 1940s, that was like the testosterone level of an 80-year-old man.
Drop Top in the chat says, I take creatine. Creatine, which I'm guessing is some sort of steroid.
No, creatine's just a protein supplement.
Oh, I see.
It's actually in a lot of energy drinks these days, because energy drinks are realizing a lot of people who drink them are people that go to the gym. So like Bang, I really like that. Has creatine in it.
Oh yeah, Bang. One of the YouTubers I watch does ads for Bang.
That said, there's a ton of caffeine in there because it's sugarless, so it won't get you fat. But it's got as much caffeine in there as like a single can's got like either 2.5 or 3.5 cups of coffee worth of caffeine in there. If you drink a lot, you're really damaging your health.
Rex, we're gonna start probably in like 15 minutes or something, Rex.
Where'd I leave that box? Here it is.
In all likelihood, we're looking at something like that.
Ups made heavy metal, and they saw that it was good. They said to play it louder than hell, we promised that we would. When losers say it's over with, you know that it's a lie. The gods made heavy metal, and it's never gonna die. Get up and go. There it is. But yeah, see it. So shake the ground. Oh, sweet believe. In the might are with us tonight. The gods made heavy metal, and they saw that it was good. They said to play it louder than hell, we promised that we would.
Based off the reaction chat had when I left for a few minutes and you were the only one on mic, I kind of feel like you were singing The White Man Marches On while I was gone.
No.
Okay. People were like, is Snacks okay, guys?
Nah. I was singing a song, it's got a sad intro, so they might have thought that I was just talking. Something.
Okay. Why would I be on Adderall? What makes you think that?
What does Adderall even do?
I think it just, like, chemically castrates you if you have ADD or whatever.
Chemical castration. Sounds nice. Thought it allowed you to, like, smell colors or something. And this is really annoying. So like all this trash is hidden behind like barrels and shit. I'm sitting here like, what kind of custodial staff did this place have before the fucking incident? Like we should only be sitting here like fucking cleaning up bodies, but like most of this trash is like fucking rat's paradise of people hiding food shit. Like this.
Yeah.
Honestly, if this game had the support for it, there'd be like roaches everywhere. Okay. Hopefully this fucking floor is done. No, it's not. God damn it, what's left? There we go. There's something artillery pounding. Oh. Okay. Fire the laser.
Are the hard drives supposed to be destroyed as well? I'm assuming so.
When in doubt, run your sniffer over it. Makes a noise, then yes. If it doesn't, then no.
Ah.
There it is.
I don't think so, Alex. It might be his name in real life.
What?
No, Ori. Someone was like, did he get the name Ori from the video game? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's his real name too, because like his profile name used to be Ori Wong or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Ryguy, how much was your total paycheck? That's relevant information when you're saying something like that.
Yeah, Ryguy, don't you work for minimum wage? Should you really be spending all your money on marijuana?
He doesn't. He just said, when I got my paycheck, I had to pay $120 to taxes. And I'm like, well, how big was your paycheck?
Yeah, dude, if you think it's bad now, try being a member of a labor union and having to see all that shit get sucked out in dues.
Should have just bought a
PS5
PS5 with that late union due money.
Are you kidding me? I should have bought a fucking...
Dildo.
Ticket to art school is what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Think about all those guys' daughters. Yuck. God, where the fuck is that fucking thing? There we go. Got the fucking thing finally. Jesus. Ah, that warehouse room is a disaster. Alright, let's see. What's next?
Yeah, we can get Pennyheart back if we want to, and we probably will at this point. Unless Dorset's ready to go. I used my wristwatch calculator to calculate how much Josh Gordon could help the Seahawks this year.
Oh, man. NBAB in its heyday when everybody hated the Knicks fans. That was good shit.
Mm-hmm. I miss the wristwatch calculator meme.
I went and checked in earlier this year to see what was going on. Oh yeah, right around the time of the finals, just to see what people were saying. Webstage still posts there.
Yeah, he does.
Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, I feel bad for that guy, dude. Like,
I don't. He's a complete loser.
that's exactly why I feel bad for him, is because he's a complete loser, man. He needs that website.
I mean, he's literally a Hillary Clinton shill. It's one thing to vote for her, it's another thing to actually be a shill for her. That's just bad.
I still think it was a white guy who was LARPing as a black guy.
Probably. Chaotic, the point is to do a good job cleaning this building so you get paid and not get fired.
So the point is to have fun.
Yeah.
And you know what's fun? Tossing dead bodies into a fucking shark tank and watching them fucking shoot it with laser beams on their head. It's pretty goddamn fun.
Absolutely.
You know what else was fun? Was discovering Hitler's head. That was pretty fucking cool.
Did you ever see that movie, The Boys from Brazil?
No.
Okay. Do you know what it's about?
No.
No, it's about apparently, it's about the quest to find the cloned. Well, I think it was the clone of Adolf Hitler or something. Like, apparently he got sent to Brazil and was being raised there. So I can't remember everything that happened in it, but the crux of the movie was, you know, there was a clone of Hitler in Brazil.
Alright, it looks like it's 9 o'clock. So it's time.
Yeah. Let me just get these trash cans down to the shark tank.
Okay, take your time.
Give me a few minutes here to wrap up what I have in progress in this room. Marshall in chat says Hitler did not kill himself. Change my mind.
Well, hold on. Let's see here. Okay, he was born in 1889, so even if he didn't kill himself, he's dead by now.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be 111. Basically, be the oldest person on the planet.
Mm-hmm. No, he'd be 131.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, math's bad. 1889. So. $131 means he'd be the oldest president in history. Yeah.
That we know.
Yeah,
of.
he's dead now.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to.
Unless he's like Mr. House in Fallout New Vegas.
That'd be pretty funny. Okay, so
All right. Let me just dispose of my garbage. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
frames. Yeah.
Oh, thank god.
Yep, I can already tell you're having problems because of the frame drop. I get it too.
Actually, it ended up being not so bad. Except for this one body that's very glitched. But actually, it ended up being not so bad.
Jesus. Cat hairs everywhere.
anybody want to milk my cat?
I'm gonna make breakfast.
Alright, I'll chuck these and then we'll get out of here.
Best of blanket reviews. I'm glad for the Red Letter Media people that things are working out good for them. You know, I like those guys. But I missed the blanket reviews. It was so good.
You mean before half of the bag?
Yeah. I mean, I think I pushed you in on accident. I'm sorry.
No, I love
it was really laggy and the box just kind of shoved you and I'm like, ah, shit. Anyway, yeah, because like I get why they don't do it. Is apparently the voice is really bad for like it really hurts Mike's throat, and it takes a long time to edit the shit and all that sort of stuff. You know, I get it, but I miss that stuff. Like, so good. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the sharks to finish destroying everything in there before I save it.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to do is save it here and then cause a giant physics disaster when they try to reload it. Which Jaws was it that they killed the shark at the end of the movie by putting the electrical wires in its mouth or whatever?
I'm not sure. Is that The Revenge?
Oh, that one was Jaws 4, right? I know it wasn't Jaws 4. They killed the shark by, like, fucking ramming it with a ship or whatever.
I've honestly only seen the first Jaws all the way through.
Never mind. Okay, save game. New save game. Easy peasy. Alright. Exit we go.
Alright, guys. Give us a few minutes and we'll be on Among Us. Thank you for coming out to this stream. Be seeing you guys shortly. If you want to play Among Us, get in the Discord. We probably already are pretty much full up, but regardless, if you want to be on the list,